Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the last match of the evening here between Dignitas and mouz for a best of one game on Cobblestone. Right here, the ESL ESEA Pro League. I'm Anders. With me is Semler, and it's been a pretty great evening so far. 3 really good matches, and I think this last one is going to be up to par as well. And they've already done the knife round, so now we're getting ready. What kind of knives are these? These like some Edward Scissorhands type thing, you know.
Well, Edward Scissorhands would naturally win every knife fight, Anders, clearly.
All right, well, I was thinking about the Shadow Blades. Fair enough.
Exactly, that's the Shadow Blades, right? That's what you look like when you use Shadow Blades.
That's a dirty shot from AC, and he's going to go for a second one. Disgusting. AC cut it out already. Next is going to be wondering why his teammates are all dead over at the plateau, trying to see if he can get back in, but what a ridiculous start from AC. Just clicking away 2 people, casually, calmly, almost indifferent to the situation, to the war that's happening around him. And Cbble going to try and see if he can look for a little bit of a follow-up. There's Next is going to go down. It's all up to Dennis and Goppy.
And Dennis decides to get a little bit of work done up in A Apartments. He's looking towards that site, but there's already 2 players here from Team Dignitas, so it's not going to get very easy for him. He's been spotted. He's got that USP, though. And they realize on Dignitas' side, so this is where it starts to get fun. Can they actually manage to bring this back? Goppy and Dennis working in tandem, trying to get onto that, onto that site, but Kjærby's already here. Surprise, surprise, time for a nap. And wow. 2 kills for AC, 3 for Cbble, all of them glorious. And that's the start that Team Dignitas are looking for, because right now, Anders,
yeah,
as far as they're concerned in the group, they're sitting at a flat 2-0. So can they keep...
Really, Dignitas.
Can they keep the winning streak alive?
Somehow it sounds condescending when I'm surprised by that, but you know, considering the teams that are in this group, it's that's pretty impressive. We obviously not play as many matches as some of the teams here, but still off to a good start. Nonetheless, it's the Danish team, definitely the second best team in Denmark at this point in time, with the recent addition of Schneider. All it took was a Swedish player, and they've got it.
That's what I'm saying, man. They're doing something right. So, and it's just so good. I mean, we keep saying it, but it's just so good to see Schneider back in the mix. Back on a team that can actually compete, get up to the top, or at least take a firm crack at it. This is a major championship winner we're talking about, and there you go. Speak of the devil. He just lays Dennis low with that swag 7.
And Pip here. MP7 in hand, trying to see if he can get a little bit of damage done. They've lost Cbble here. Schneider picking up his fallen M4, so if he can survive the round with this, it'd definitely be pretty good. Chris looking for a deagle shot. Not going to work out. Instead, it's Pimp with some SMG money there. And Dignitas winning a second round. So 3rd round coming up, mouz. They haven't got any bomb plants, so they're going to have to save another while here. We can already tell, by the way, that Chris is going to be picking up that AWP at some point.
Yeah. He's making his way back to it. There was he was skeptical for a while there after the big update, saying that he preferred his M4A1, he preferred the Scout, he wasn't feeling the op. Dennis was opping for a bit, but it seems like he's getting comfortable again with the AWP, willing to make it work.
The fans demand it.
Well, I think anybody demands it, because it's just like, you know, Chris, there are riflers out there. You are a godlike opper. Please op.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have you here for your M4A1.
Oh my god, that was a touchdown grenade. Literally explosive to the chest, and is going to be Goppy and Next left. That was beautiful, wasn't it?
Oh, it was so sick. It's not every day you see a nade. How much damage did it do? Was that Dennis? Where he had like 4 HP left?
It was so good, it could have landed, if he had one, it could have landed in the front pocket. It was dead on. I don't know how much, it looked like it did like 97 or something like that. It was completely brutal.
Oh yeah, great, we got the review. Yep, Dennis,
oh.
Boom! 96 damage with a single HE. That doesn't happen every day.
Yeah, his ears are going to be ringing still, you know, it's the next round and he can still hear it. And that you know, beep sound somewhere in the background.
Never hear that tone again.
Oh, Pimp being aggressive here with the AWP, and Chris is on the other side. And, you know, it's interesting to see if Pimp can make this whole opening thing work. Next is going to find the perfect timing on MSL and still almost loses that battle. A little bit sketchy with the spray, and Chris being very aggressive in turn, trying to catch out Pimp, but nobody hits a shot. And Chris, instead of falling back and playing it safe, he's going to double up on the aggression. His teammates are coming as well, so this might work out.
Yeah, can they actually clear it out? I mean, Pimp, he's falling back, trying to take a bit more of an open angle here with the AWP. Doesn't realize he's scoped up. He does take a shot and take out Next, so at least it's a 1-for-1 trade, but there's still a lot of work ahead of his teammates here to get back in this round. Bomb hasn't been planted, though. mouz too concerned about keeping control of the site, and that gives Cbble the chance to step in and pick up a kill.
Oh, and AC with that shot's going to make it a little bit more difficult here. They've got the bomb, and now they are finally going to also put it down. Nice shot from Gobby, just strafing back and forth and picking up Snyder. And now it's all on AC. See if he can bring this back in their favor. He's got the Molotov trying to force out Gob. He's going to put it down to the right-hand side, and he wants to spray, but Nico is going to show up, and that's going to be a triple kill here. Nice way to start it off. 3-1, and mousesports going to come out on top.
Absolutely. Right now, that's just a long battle, and I thought for a second there that mousesports were going to lose control when AC managed to get in there with balcony. But I guess the main point that we have to go off of is MSL. Just getting caught out in apartments like that, completely misjudging the timing. So focused on the main entrance.
Yeah, and a bit weird, because normally when you do take that early fight, you do actually fall all the way back. Yeah. So I'm not sure, maybe... Yeah, maybe just as you said, not really prepared for it. Quick boost here, but also a quick push onto Plateau. A couple of grenades being exchanged, then an early damage onto Nico, but he's going to hit one headshot. He's looking for a bit more. He's got the angle right, but he's going to win that duel with him, and now he's down to 15 health, though. Grenade could have caught him, but doesn't this time around. Ace is still alive on the site here, looking for a little bit more. He's crouched in, and Gobby misjudging that and ends up giving up the bomb.
So clever. That brings it back to a 3-on-3. Schneider alive by Rock. He might actually find the angle here on Chris, but Chris too quick with the scope. Gonna be able to pick him off, and it comes down now to Pimp holding that line. He actually manages to pick off Chris. So again, we're into a 2-on-2 situation. Bomb dropped out in the open. They have to somehow make their way across, and Pimp is not gonna let Dennis land the shot. MSL will take out next, and just like that, Dignitas are right back in it, 4-1.
Yeah, with Pimp top praying at 8-2-2, and not enough money for mousesports here. That bomb plant would have at least helped them. Wouldn't have made them buy, but it would have been a little bit helpful. So Dignitas with the chance to build some economy if they can survive this round without losing too many players.
And you saw 2 M4A1s picked up as well. Dignitas actually pretty split between the whole lot of them.
Yeah, TSM2 maybe it's a Danish thing.
I think so. I mean, Olafmeister as well.
They've got your back, Semler. They're ready for it. Oh, that was a headshot.
That was brutal. Ooh, Nico, nice shot. Pimp, though, is just going to be able to line it up. And now Nico looking for another one with the dig, and he's going to be able to do it. It's not a 1 dig, but it still gets the job done. 2 kills now for mousesports, making this round a little bit more interesting, a bit more expensive.
See what Nico can do. He is a huge talent, obviously. We keep on all the time raving on about him because he's so good. Lands another headshot now for the triple kill and turns it into a 2 versus 2. He's going to peek again. He even saw that coming. And he picks up an M4 now. Could he actually do more this round? He's going to put up a grenade. The bomb is going to go down. They've already got so much out of this round. 20 bullets left. Another headshot. He's looking for the AC spray. So he's going to get it as well. Nico shutting down Dignitas. And there it is. 5 kills in 1 round. Just 1 at a time. He is a superstar at this point. He's so good.
That just takes so much control. So much patience. Like, to hold that line. I mean, I also think that the Deagle and the AK are getting stronger because of how they've changed the hit bubbles or the hitboxes. Like, if the head hitbox is just a little bit bigger, like, that might be why we're seeing so many more 1-dig shots coming out, or they're able to hit those headshots more consistently.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that.
Because that's just disgusting. 3 Deagle kills now.
He sees it coming.
Yeah.
He's catching on here.
And well, Pimp not as clean as Nico. Misses the opportunity there.
We're watching Nico play right now is what it must have been like to have been there, you know, when someone like Get Right at Forest first stepped on the scene and you saw like their breakthrough matches and you think, all right, here's someone who's like on a different level.
You fully endorse Nico. You're a firm believer.
Yeah. Well, I've said it, yeah, obviously, but the thing is, we've been saying this for like 2 years, I think. I think if someone should go back and check out the VODs, it's been a really, really long time coming. He's always had like the talent set, but the problem was, meaning no disrespect to YNK, but he was playing with iNation and all of his Balkan friends over there, and I don't think that he had not the platform to show his strengths here. Now that he's been picked up and has a bit of leadership and a bit of experience on the team here with him, this is going to be really scary in the future. Such a young player as well. Yeah, I could really talk all evening about Nico. Let's not do that though. Pimp trying to hide in that corner, trying to see if he could get it done. They did get 2 kills in on Nex and also on Chris, so a little bit of damage being output here by Dignitas, but not too much. 4-3 being the scoreline. The Danes, they just do not have the money. Are they going to pick up any deeks? They do like that. Pimp and MSL both, but not seeing it.
I think they're a little bit worried about spending that much money right now. Look at how low they are across the board.
Takes money to make money, Sumler.
I mean, hell, just ask mousesports, right? win a pistol round based off of an individual player's skill. There you go. That's best case scenario, no doubt about it. And it's kind of hard to reproduce those rounds as well, so I have to see. I mean, if Nico's going to keep taking point over here on Plateau, this is where he can really excel, doing exactly that. Just set him out here, be like, okay, find the headshots, do your thing. We'll give you the support. Chris J is there to back you with the AWP. And so there we go. Flash out. AC once again boosted up on top of Big Box by Tree.
This time, he gets bested by Schneider in a bit of an awkward battle there, but no problem. Schneider didn't even take any damage, so that's a really good start. If only they could pick up the AK, and you can tell Schneider he really wanted to.
This is a very common setup, though, for Dignitas. Like, hold on. We'll get into that in a moment, but they really do boost up on Tree a bit too often.
Yep, and next sees it coming, sprays down Pimp as well, and I think Cbble got, you know, caught hiding in that corner. He was looking into the wall, trying to make himself a very small target, but he gets found out anyway, and now it's going to be Schneider and MSL left, and now just Schneider. Maybe he could pick a kill close range. Not going to happen. He hits the headshot, but Nex is going to pick up a triple, and that's going to be the round for mousesports. They equalize the score at 4-4.
Now, there's the money for Pimp. Yes, he's got the AWP plus Kevlar. Schneider with the swag. He's going to be holding up close, so that's perfect for him.
Has Schneider signed his own knives?
I believe so. Yeah, signed by Schneider. How does that work? Is he planning on giving them away or something?
He's been waiting all these years for someone to ask him, and then finally he's like, fine, I'll sign my own stuff then, you know. To hell with you guys. Next time you see Schneider in an event, ask him to sign something. It'll make him happy.
Does this work for Schneider? Hold on. Pimp boosted. Nice nade. And there's the bank shot. So Schneider was just ready for Pimp to drop off of his head, basically, to be able to chuck that nade.
Okay, playing those boxes here, which again seems to be sort of more art than science, really, how people come out on top here. For a while, people are jumping on top of the boxes to look over the mandatory smoke that's always going to be down in front, more or less. But this time, there is no smoke, and Nico's on the other end, so you've got to be really careful if you want to try and take that fight. And Cbble, he's very close by. Chris also sneaking in, and he gets the shot right through the side of the wall, and Cbble has to back off immediately.
Yeah, and Cbble gets out of there, even blind. Molotov to force AZ off. That's standard stuff now. We're seeing more and more of that kind of play. And Dennis going to walk through the smoke, annihilates MSL. Cbble is gone as well, and it's going to come down to AC. He's going to have help from Schneider, but with that shotgun, it's not the most effective weapon. He needs to get up close here, swap it out. And there you go. That'll do the trick. Headshot on the next.
It's a really good job, but how do they get in and defuse this bomb? They're trying to boost up on the box once again. Chris is in the back lines. AC finally going to make the full jump up instead of standing on his friend's head, and Gobby takes down one, and no chance at all. They're going to get wrapped around. A nice and very methodical round from mousesports. Just want to highlight this grenade that they're throwing from back here. Goes over this wall and lands up here. Now, the big thing is, if there wasn't this time, but if there's a smoke down here and you land this Molotov up here, that Molotov will disappear to the smoke. It's a little bit weird, but that's how it works. So if you want a Molotov here, that's going to be perfect every time, regardless of smokes. You need to land it on the far edge, and that's actually not so easy. And I had a long conversation with Gob about how to do this, and like, you know, talking about...
bank it off the roof, right?
There are different ways of doing it. Gob has a pretty good, pretty clue about it, but there are a couple of different ways of successfully putting down that Molotov for all circumstances. But you got to be a bit careful. Yeah.
And is still keeping an eye on you. A bit of a Gob favoritism. Well, here, Gob, have you watched my nade video?
This is one of those that happens very often, but this is actually one of those times that happens on a regular basis where I said, "Hey, Gob, couldn't you throw this Molotov?" He's like, "Yeah, we already got that. Here you go." I'm like, "All right, fine. I guess I won't do anything then."
We already got that.
Yeah.
Well, now he knows. You see, when you're at events, he's just like, "Ah, crap. Okay, I know he's going to ask about this nade, and okay, hold on, let's figure this out."
Oh, nice shot there. Even peeking in with the pistol. He had the AWP, so could have been an expensive giveaway.
Well, now this is going to get nasty for Pimp. He did survive a long time last time. Up close with the Dig, though. Yeah, looks the wrong way. It's all down to timing there, unfortunately for him. Schneider is going to get spotted out at range if Nico turns around. Yes, he will. And everything is going according to plan in this round for mousesports. They grouped up. They played very standard anti-eco. Grouped up, went as a unit, so that nobody with the pistol could catch them off guard. No free kills. Very well done. Very clean round there from mousesports. That's going to build some great confidence on their side, whereas Dignitas are getting to that point now where they're just getting more and more frustrated. They have the money, but this is the big round right here. They need to put a stop to mousesports. At least bring it back to a 6-6 situation.
Maybe more than that, they just need to put a stop to Nico.
Yeah.
15-2-5.
He's looking real good. It's kind of like Scream earlier, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's just a terrifying player. I look forward to seeing him at the major. I expect really, really big things. AZ going to be peeking in here, similar to the pistol round. He catches a guy in the corner, and that's Nico, and he goes down every time we try and hype him up. You know, we curse him.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Great start, though, from AZ.
This is real. Pimp? Wow. Chris really trying to go for the slow peek there. That was weird. And now, I mean, now they're set up. This is very clever here. Or clever. It's just very solid work from Pimp, basically. They're going to try and force their way around the corner, perhaps, but then MSL peeks out, takes out next. And Pimp will shut down Cbble. This is now just falling apart. A perfect follow-up round here from Dignitas. Not a single point of damage taken on their side.
Wow. Well, it's good that mouz do have the money, almost 16,000 on Cbble at the beginning of the 12th round, so they can still buy. Dignitas, though, also sort of, you know, starting a bit of a bank of their own here. Yeah, 12th round coming up, and still a very, very close game right now between these two teams. The thing about it, though, after the pistol and these initial rounds, it's really just been 2 rounds that have gone in the favor of Dignitas that have been full rifle rounds, so maybe in that sense a bit of a sketchy track record so far.
Boom.
HE grenade from MSL's point of view, mostly just killing that chicken. Nothing else really coming off it. And Pip up here again, this is something that he's been, you know, quite fond of doing recently, is just, you know, standing up there and AWPing at all different angles. It's one of those things that's pretty a risk if people figure it out.
I'm surprised that MSL flashes in, just trying to get that set up. Nico nearly roasts alive, but that's one smoke is going to give it away, and now AC's like, okay, now we have at least a little bit of info. I know that somebody's still waiting around here. More shots going through, and Nico somehow survives that hail of bullets. That's not where the action's going to be, though. Again, towards this A site for mousesports.
Flashbang by time if anyone was there. 35 seconds as they're going to make their way past, and again, Pimp up here will be falling back to a much safer position. Schneider also coming in to help out, so it seems like maybe Dignitas have a bit of a read about what's going on. It's going to be 20 seconds left. This is a very, very short amount of time.
Yeah, this isn't a whole lot at all. They need to end. Yeah, if you're get caught setting up nades, even worse. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. They have 6 seconds to get up there and start that plant. There's no way. They need to get the kills right away, mousesports, and it's just not going to happen. Schneider shuts down next, and Nico, now the last man alive, on a bit of a backstab mission, but the clock ticks down, and now you're even worried about him going for a fight, because if he dies...
Gonna get the most out of it, yeah. I suppose, but still, you're right. A little bit scary. 6-6 in a round where mousesports, I mean, as you said, as soon as the bomb goes down on the slope here, then they kind of just have to scramble for it. They've been found out, and I think they ended up just like, they got stuck down here battling it out, and that's not cool.
Because Pimp at that point, he realizes what the clock says. You know, he knows that they don't have any time. Their hand is going to be forced. All he has to do is stay alive on that site. Yeah.
Well, you know how those pimps are, right? Got like, you know, the huge watch with the chain around his neck. You know,
he's just pointing at it right now at Gov. You know, just holding it up.
Flavor Flav, you know, Public Enemy type thing. That kind of thing.
I see it. I can see it.
Well, it's mostly AKs and AWP on Chris, but he's gone down to MSL, and maybe a bit of unfortunate trade there from mousesports early on, as they'd love to have Chris open up some of these rounds with some sniper rifle action. Schneider in the middle, sees the grenade coming out. Is he going to want to peek behind it? There's another one in there. Now he's in the corner hiding. They both know that he's there, so just trying to buy time once again, and ends up running into Dennis and goes down as a result.
A little sloppy there, trying to force it. And that leaves Pimp in a bit of an awkward spot. They're going to be working their way out through wood logs as well, so he doesn't have that angle, but there it is. As Next takes that step out into the open, Pimp is there. And Pimp, he's not sure that there's a second man, but Schneider should be having his back. Exactly. AC's also rotated in, so there's really nowhere for Cbble to go.
Oh, he's trapped back there. They don't have an HE grenade, otherwise he'd probably be gone already. Nico has shown up to play along as well. They got to be careful they don't line themselves up for Pimp. That looked like it was a little bit scary. Nico going to be going down. Pimp still playing strong back here, and he drops to Cbble, but Not going to help them win the round there, as ESEA is going to pick up the last kill and make it 7-6. And now mousesports, I mean, still have the money for it, but if they lose this last round here, maybe they're going to have at least somewhat of a limited buy in the 15th round.
Yeah. They need the plant at the very least right now. But talk about the complete turnaround here for Dignitas. It was 4-6, and now they've managed to pick up 3 rounds in a row, bring it up to 7, and this is looking very good for them. They've already got the bare minimum number of rounds they want on the CT side, swapping over to that T side. Well, mousesports, it looked like for a second there they'd managed to figure out Dignitas, figure out how they liked setting up. And now they start going back to what worked, which is put Nico out there. But again, Nico getting shut down. mousesports, it seems like they're kind of lost to me right now, Anders.
Yeah, because I was about to say maybe some of the success here for Dignitas is just the fact that they haven't been fighting Nico Red Plateau. They've actually just been sort of grenading him out and soloing him out and making sure he couldn't do much. And then the rest of mousesports has been focusing on A instead. But this time they take the fight. They win it, although AC does also go down. So Dennis opening up. Oh, one nice flick on the second, just readjusting that aim and taking out Kirby and Schneider both. Peeks again, puts a couple of bullets through, which is a good idea. I think he should keep doing that. Chris is going to show up to seal the deal. So very good stuff here for mousesports, bringing it back in style.
Yeah, individual play, really. That drop-down room is so scary when you're CT. So hard to peek it together if you're coming in from the same angle. And so Dennis, yeah, make short work of him. Where are you taking us, Anders?
Well, have you noticed that the T's and the CTs on this map, they both take the same route into the bomb site? It's a bit weird, I'm just saying. Like, they're both going to be following up this path, and then, like, the road forks down here.
Well, the thing is like, if the CTs are already in the castle, like, how did the terrorists get in the castle to begin with?
I don't know, like, this is where the CT starts, you know, they're riding up this way.
Yeah.
They must have very nearly crossed paths, you know, they're more or less, you know, riding the same way up
well, okay,
here.
where's the terrorist entrance, right? Okay,
it's all the way over here.
All the way. And so, yeah, like, there's one road.
Yeah, it's one road leading in. They just followed each other up there. They could have just had the fight, you know, maybe they could have just ran them off the side of the road.
This also is a little bit of a poorly planned castle. I mean, what the hell do you have two main entrances to your castle for? Like, the whole idea of a castle is,
yeah, I agree.
You kind of like lock down the castle and funnel your enemies into a choke point and murder holes and all that sort of thing. What's up with this architect? I hope he got, like, drawn and quartered.
Bit of an early start here, MSL going down, and they try and catch him. They're just running after him, and he's running back into the bomb site. A little bit of a ridiculous start here. Schneider gonna win the fight in the middle, and again, it's Schneider and Pip here as the tag team trying to defend this A bomb site. So many grenades being exchanged in the middle. Schneider finding the opening and spraying down Nico and Dennis. Timing could have possibly have been better. Goppy gonna go down. Hero round for Schneider in the middle. Quad kill for him, and that's gonna be it. But you're right, 2 entrances doesn't make a lot of sense. What is great is that the castle is literally in the middle of, it's like an island in the middle of mountains. So, you know, maybe they've just decided no one's going to actually ever come here anyway.
They slacked off a little bit.
This is like the perfect place to, like, try and, you know, hold off like a zombie apocalypse. As well.
The one problem is that you just have nowhere to go. But if you could have enough of a stockpile going on in the castle, sure, you'd probably be able to ride it out. Question is, where's the well? They have a fountain, but the fountain is dry, Anders.
Yeah, it's not much going on there.
There's also a fountain over on the site.
You've even got weapons to deal with the zombies if they get here.
Yeah. Are those actually weapons, or are they just like pictures of weapons?
No, they're actual weapons.
Okay, there we go. Thought for a second it's like odd.
You've got armor if you want it.
You see, that would be pretty good to have against zombies.
Yeah.
What the hell are zombies going to do against plate mail?
I don't know. Probably not a lot, I reckon.
You got the maces, like the mace, you know, the maces. Yeah, I think you could do pretty well in here.
Yeah, I think so. Bathroom as well. It's actually fully equipped, more or less. I mean, food is like the big issue, I guess. You've got hay.
So,
I don't know.
How does that work? Yeah, I guess, you know, if you could get a couple cows in there, they don't have to worry about food. You know, you just start spawning more cows and
minor issues, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, enough of that discussion. Let's get into the actual round. And Dignitas going into their T side, they've got 3 guys going for utility, 3 guys with full nades. And I feel like this peek by Chris J is going to be pretty important. He actually hears the steps and decides to back off. So well played on his part. He's going to be holding close, but this is it. Can he actually stop MSL from actually breaking in here? Because that bomb is waiting to just go bursting out onto the A site.
Oh, Dennis is sneaking around as well. He might... Oh, he spots one, but doesn't find the timing for it. In the meantime, they've snuck up behind MSL. Behind Dennis. This is a crazy round. Chris is going to be running in, but the bomb is on the other side of the map now. They're going to be running back into Dennis here, and MSL sees it coming. Now they should know that something has gone horribly wrong here. Chris still hearing them. And Nex is going to pick off MSL. So they've somehow all circumnavigated each other. And in the meantime, bomb is being brought up towards that A-bomb side. Schneider, is he going to check? He won't check. And Dennis will pick up the kill. And now they're making their way onto the site. Pimp somehow wins that fight and might be able to get the bomb down. But it seems like mousesports are making their way back into this game and back into the round. Pimp hiding in the corner. He can't make it out. This was a very, very weird round. So Dennis ends up obviously going this way and wraps her all the way around. And Chris is still holding somewhere down here while the terrorists have made their way up this way and going back in here. And then somehow it still kind of works out. It's very strange.
They spot this guy going here, just a single man. They think, oh, they're rotating over to B. It's going to be a B hit. And so Chris pushes through, thinking he's going to go for the backstab as well. Yeah. Just that one split second.
Not your average pistol round, let's put it like that.
No, that was definitely all over the place. Kind of hard to break that one down, really. Apart from just
madness.
Madness. Fate having fun with us. Telling us a good time.
Well, it's tied up at 8-8. And mousesports getting the better start on the CT side might be just what they need. See if they can bring this one home. Or if they got Nico situated. He's all the way over at the hen house here. As they are going to try and push onto the site. Easy gets the opening frag on God B. And Nico in the background lining up a bit of a spray. But it will be Nex to pick up a couple of kills. And still working out in favor of Dignitas here. As they've actually got the man lead and the man advantage. And the bomb should be going down any second as well.
Are they actually going to check? I mean, valuable time here. You would really think you'd want to get that bomb planted.
They want to know where Chris is first. They're really desperate. And they got 50 seconds as well. So they can play a bit of a waiting game here. But they don't have armor. And this P90 can do a lot of damage. Just like that. But Schneider wins the fight. Good follow-up there. And that's going to steal it back. mousesports, they needed that round. What even went wrong? They had this setup. One here, one here, one here. So if you're pushing out from the other side, it seems like you've got almost like a line of fire there.
Yeah. But they took the man. AC kills the guy holding close, and then they pincer onto the guy holding on sight, and then that pincer just continues to wrap. I mean, it's all about just run and gun. I mean, just talk about the amount of faith you have to have in Schneider to hit that shot. If you're Pimp, right? You're like, okay, I'm going to throw myself out here, and you have the gun. Please get the kill. That's crazy. That's some skill from Schneider, and that's a dunk from him as well. Nicely done. A little bit of the crims. Nope, Dennis gets overwhelmed. Kjærby holds his own. And, well, this is shaping up to be a very nice round here for Dignitas indeed.
Yeah, no issues at all. I mean, they took a bit of damage, but they all survive. Every single member picking up one kill each for a team ace, as we sometimes refer to it as 10-8. And suddenly it's a 2-round lead for Dignitas, and it might be even more than that. mousesports don't have the money, but they have gone for 2 grenades. Can't we get more? No Zeus? No Zeus?
No Zeus. They have souls, Anders. They have souls! Lovely. Very good. 2 HEs, though. That's something. That's something to... Where did they take those HEs, though? That's the real question. Yeah, straight out onto drop. And who's going to run into the Zeus? Or the HEs. It's going to be Schneider. But he runs past. He actually manages to dodge the majority of the damage.
Yeah. You know what we could have gone for here, Semler? You know, we've got the Juan Dig. We could have his cousin, Jesus. You see? His Mexican cousin. Yeah, it works out.
I'm going to push you off your chair right now if you keep this up.
It works.
We're not, like, I'm all for encouraging Deagle play. I'm not about to encourage Zeus play.
It's already happened. It's too late. Nico, what a nice turnaround there. Instant headshot, but he's going to run into Pimp and ends up going down. Oh, God. A little bit confused and a little bit out of the open there as Dignitas did lose 2 members here. Unlikely that Chris can do a lot to change the outcome of this round. Pimp top fragging at 21 kills. Nico close by 19, but there seems to be some sort of like battle going on between these two.
Yeah, the struggle is right now for Chris and Gob. They're really having a lot of trouble having an impact so far on this map. I mean, still in single digits, just not really able to chain anything together, it seems. I mean, Chris, is he going to get his... Yeah, he's got enough money for it. He's got enough money for it, but is he going to be stubborn? He's probably having that discussion right now, and it is going to be the M4A1. So, no sniper rifle. Versus full rifles for Dignitas. Did Pimp actually have an AWP or not? No, yeah, full rifles. So, no AWP. Fast play here. That's going to be the ticket.
Chris pushed out, and also a bit of a boost going on there. Nico playing on top of the box. Schneider going to go for a bit of a peek, but the flashbangs make sure nobody can see anything about what's going on right now. Nico, it seems like he's got a really good idea, and it's going to be an instant headshot there. And the opening frag going in favor of mousesports, so see if there can be any kind of a reply here.
AC turning away from the flashes in time. This is going to get tricky, though. Spots the man. Nico, man, he just keeps hitting shots. Another headshot for him, and now, well, Dignitas have decided to just throw luck chance of the win. They have to get onto this A site. They're moving together, all three of them, and now Chris is actually laying himself a bit of a trap. Oh.
Just waiting for a teammate to call it out there. Dennis going to get the kill, and now Chris is going to come jumping out there. Interesting play. Picks up a kill. Goppy going to get the last one, and all in very fine style, which is going to leave it at 11-9. Money still with Dignitas, though. They've got plenty.
There it is. I was holding my breath. I was wondering. Pimp certainly had the money to go for the full, and he's got the AWP now, so that's going to make it clever. That's going to make it interesting, because Chris, I mean, sure, he gets a frag that last round. He goes for something clever, but he's still not racking up those kills. Do they go aggressive? This could get nasty. That op is waiting around the angle. And Chris, you're all alone. He does have support from Dennis over by connector, but there isn't anybody to immediately support him up here in apartments. No possible like trade frag going on.
Nice opening. Nico going down there. Schneider survives only on 2 health, but it might just be enough. MSL going to flash its way through the smoke, and they're trying to see if they can catch Chris, and they're so very nearly successful in doing so. That would have been a big opening. They could have run right onto the bomb site, and they still will. MSL just continues on, and you can tell Chris wasn't expecting that. So that question is, I mean, at this point, Mouse, they might as well just try and save here, and you can tell they're just going to be backing off.
Yeah, they're not interested in taking this fight. Not like this.
Wow, that's a hard way to reset early on in the game like this.
Their money is going to be in shambles now. I mean, they can still bring it back up again. Where's next? 2,700, 32. I mean, no, it's not going to be pretty. And Chris is going to be, what, $150 short of an AWP, even glass cannon if you wanted it. Like, that's not good enough.
Well, they probably, I expect if they can save these 3 rifles, they're going to force it up between the 5 of them, but if they lose just one more, things get very tricky indeed. Gob making a bit of a stand here. Nice headshots raining in, but Nex is dropping low. They've got to be careful. He's hiding in the back line. Shots raining on in. Nex doing a great job. Nicely done by mousesports here. This is going to really help them out, and they should be able to spread around what they have for the remaining players. So that was an important save there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this... Oh, and they did have enough because of those kills at the end. Because of those kills at the end, they actually had just enough to be able to pick up the AWP for Chris. So now we have it. It's going to be the duel, the battle between the operas. And this, I feel, is whenever somebody watches mousesports and Chris J is present, you need to be watching for the AWP. That's his calling card. It feels so weird for him to be prioritizing the M4A1.
Yeah. Unlike in American economy, they actually had a plan B somewhere.
Ha ha ha. Oh. Okay, I'm going to go walk that off.
You've been living here for so long, it's you know...
Yeah, I'm not...
It's almost too late. Still.
No, I've been fully corrupted.
Got B playing close here. Spots the grenades coming in, sets up for a flash. Not going to act on it, though. Doesn't want to give them any kind of advantage. They're calling in Dennis from the A bomb site, so they've got an even bigger stack going on here. He did see sort of 2 simultaneous grenades, so he knows it's not just one person up there making noise. He's got a bit of a clue about what's happening, I think. Oh, a bit of
hiccup.
Yeah, a bit of a hiccup there. Seems to be back in order, though. Dennis looking for an opening, but MSL is going to be just falling off the ledge, stumbling into the bomb site there and picking up the kill. Now Nico instantly turning around, looking for another opening. Gob taking one, and Nex with a kill, and this is not looking good for Dignitas.
And AC, he's got to hit the timing just right. He's got 2 of them. Does he realize he had the right idea? He gets the spray on Chris. He could actually lock this down. AC with the triple kill, completely eviscerating the mouz defense. You see it coming as well. It's one of those moments where you're like, okay, this is how it can all go right there. That first kill chains into the next. AC is so on point.
Yeah, that is so cool to watch it as well, and it's one of those things that's just down to experience, and also again that confidence, you know, just knowing that I could do this. I've got it. I've got the next kill already planned out in my mind as I'm closing off the first one. It's a really cool style. There's so many sort of players that we didn't always consider to be like tier 1 players. They're really starting to pick up on all these things. Dennis dropped a little bit. Pimp, is it going to be another touchdown? Yes, it will. Rip Dennis.
Yeah, he's not having fun with these nades today. Kazan was getting shot through smoke all day before. Schneider lives with 10 HP, 11 HP. And that's going to be the bomb making its way out onto the B site. Dignitas getting up to 14 rounds. And okay. No, not meant to be.
They kind of ended up blocking each other. Chris hoping that someone would sneak by. Over on the other side of the map, never got rewarded for his patience. So instead, he's just left in the middle. There's a wild chicken right behind him.
Yeah, he's got to watch his back. Those things can be vicious. And we all know that in CSGO, the chickens are cold-blooded murderers, but if you ever turn your back on a rooster, you're going to get nailed.
Stuck. Oh, there we go. Chicken has been saved. Don't worry, guys.
It's reset. It's good.
You're going to have chicken on your Dominoes later?
Oh, dude. There's going to be so much meat on that
What
pizza.
is this, Chris? This is, in fact, an auto shotgun on his back. Getting close. If this works, I am done.
He can. I mean, it's a rush situation here. MSL with the flash, he can get the bomb control. 3 guys making their way up into apartments. This is it, Anders. The time.
No.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, no. There's the flash. Boom. Oh, it works. At least for 2.
He actually hit the shot on Pimp as well. My God. Auto shotgun defense at a long.
Make that money.
Damn, Chris. What have you done?
You monster.
Think about what you've set in motion on this very day.
Well, what happens on Cbble? It's like you have the Swag 7, then JW comes in here, he's like, you know what would really work, guys? The sawn-off shotgun. Nobody else is going to make it work, just me. But, yeah, there you go.
So here's the thing, and this is where, you know, it's where I have to express my concern with what Chris is doing here. It's all fine, it's all fun and games for him, but think about those of us playing matchmaking. Now we have to deal with people with auto shotguns over at long. Thank you very much, Chris. It's going to be Pimp and Cbble left now. 2 versus 4. Possibly, I think, worse than a Zeus.
What? Get out, Anders. There's nothing so low as a Zeus.
It's going to be 15 seconds more or less here, and the bomb is escaping with Pimp and an AWP. Cbble didn't feel like living for much longer and try to creep into that bomb site. Nico knows. He actually realizes Pimp is gone running away. He hears him walking around back here. He's going to go and look for him. Goes down to a headshot. And that's going to be the round. Nobody close enough to catch him. So mouz still hanging on.
1 round at a time. Buys himself a little room to work with here. Pimp, though, should be able to drop some AKs for his teammates. Everybody should be getting full bot. And Dignitas, they have a real shot at closing out this map now. 14. And keeping that streak alive because they're 2-0 in the group right now. So, not they're kind of just in the middle, obviously. Not everybody's played their matches yet, but 2-0. Keep that streak. Go 3-0. mouz is definitely a team that Dignitas are capable of beating. But here's the beginning.
I mean, if they lose now, mouz, they won't have very much money, and probably Dignitas are going to be able to run away with it. Cbble looking for a really quick opening in the middle, but not quite getting it yet. And Dennis is on the other side, crouching not to get killed early on. He's calling for backup, and Chris is going to be here. Jumping up on the SWAT truck, has his M4 in hand, and trying to see if he can land some early damage. But look how close they're getting, and they're going to try, and I think they're wrapping the A-bomb side this time, but from drop as well, and that's a very powerful idea. The people down drop already here. Gobby sees it coming, and a swift reaction takes both of them out, and that's going to probably shut down this whole push. Great job. If he dies in turn, then it's going to be Chris and Dennis suddenly fighting 3 different angles, and that's not a good idea.
That would have been, I mean, it's a great idea. Very clear that what Dignitas had in mind. It's just Gobby stepping up. And now Free shot there for Cbble, who's missed the second, and he's just going to go for the full-out spray. Pimp is there to bring it back, but Pimp's taking a lot of damage, and he gets, well, taken out very quickly there by Nex. Leaves it down to AC. 30 seconds left here, and he gets spotted as well, so there's no element of surprise. He just has to get it done the hard way. Land the headshots. 1, 2, and while both players are so very low here on mousesports, this is still possible.
He actually has a grenade. He's going to chuck it on. Underhand throw up. It doesn't actually catch Chris. He's going to get shot through the side of the wall there, and now it's 14 seconds left. AC going to go for it. Try and see if he can get this quad kill. He sprays, misses. Gob, he's going to peek out. He's jumping up, not getting the shot, and he goes down. Gob going to get the 3rd kill of the round for himself, and barely, with 5 health left, save mousesports. That would have been the worst possible way to lose a game.
What's with the Danes today, man? Like, Device earlier, getting that quad, nearly the ace in mechanical fashion, now AC.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's just maybe some of their opponents underestimating Chris again. He's doing similar.
Make the money. If they actually make the mistake of running in here, though, that's, yeah, they're going over onto the B site now. Dignitas, they want to see if they can't get in here quick. And yeah,
Auto J.
And they lead with the bomb again. MSL has a tendency of doing this. They just lead with the bomb, and now they're committed, Dignitas. There's no backing up. This happens all the time.
Committed to failure, it seems.
Exactly.
Just, yeah, I mean, leading with the bomb is I guess if you're just going to keep rushing, but still, you never know if it falls into like some weird angle and you have to go and pick it up. And yeah, it's just generally speaking, like as a rule of thumb, not worth doing.
AC is just like, what the hell did I just pick up?
Ooh.
Alright.
He's not even... It's like, no.
And he's like, there's something... Yeah, there we go. Got a real gun. See, the bomb is... Yeah, the bomb is in such an awkward spot now. How does he actually get in here to pick it up? Flash.
He's certainly ready and waiting for it. 35 seconds. The first smoke is going to clear. The second one he put up, he's going to pick up the bomb now. If he can make it back out, there's nobody on the A bomb side, but he doesn't know that. Going to go for the fight. Takes out Gob. B next in line is Nico, and he's going to put an end to it. So a little bit of a scary moment. He's been playing very well here in these situations. 27 kills, though, on Pip and 25 on Nico. We are at 14-12, and mousesports not willing to give up this game so easily.
Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, good on mousesports as well with being able to just hold off that push. So MSL clearly trying to hit that timing. He hasn't gone for a rush per se. No, they haven't really gone for like the ultra aggressive rush just yet over on that B site. So mousesports, they're able to weather the storm, and now it gets tricky. Tech Nines again, all out aggression. And remember, this is when we see teams do big things, but a great HE there into drop to just rattle them up. And Dignitas now, it's going to turn into an outright slaughter.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Schneider trying to do a little bit back. He does get a kill in. Cbble going to go down, so no issue at all there. And they had some pretty good defense set up. It's going to be 13-14. Dignitas now with money once again. Man, if they end up losing now after being ahead this far, that's going to really... it's going to really end the evening kind of badly for them. We have 4 rounds in a row for mousesports.
Yeah, no, this kind of bad. Yeah, that would be a horrible end. What do we got? You're looking at that. Get out.
I don't know. Headshot percentage. I feel like this might not be updating correctly.
Yeah, because of how it resets at the between the halves.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So you can't have the full on.
AC. Actually, Schneider trying to make his way out. AC a little bit further behind, saying, "You go first. Got your back."
Yeah.
See if anyone's out there.
We believe in you, Schneider. I mean, clearly they can execute without Schneider for what they have in mind. Let's see. They have the Molotov. No, not even a Molotov. Just straight flashes out onto the site, not wasting any time. And Nico caught out in the open. Cbble brings it back to a 4-on-4 here, opening up the B site.
Oh, and they're hiding in the corner. They're already getting prepared for the after part, which is a very cool idea. Cble's out there, and seems like Nex has some idea that it might be happening, but it's actually going to be a really tough retake, I think, for the mousesports team. They've already lost Nico, and AC's going to go down and return. Nice shot from Nex. Are they going to check the corner? They will. Thorough work, but they don't get the kill, and Cbble takes 2 in return. They're going to win the round anyway here, as they've got the kits and they've got time for the defuse, but that could have gone horribly wrong. That failed kill over here could have meant everything for them, but they're going to bring it back to 14-14. We've got a tie game on our hands leading into the 29th round. Wow.
Full 30 rounds.
Yeah.
Full 30 rounds, and it will be... Let's see, because Dignitas will win one of these rounds. They'll get their backs to the wall. They'll figure out what needs to be done. They'll be able to make it happen. Pimp is nearly dropping a 30 bomb.
You're thinking overtime?
I'm thinking overtime. I'm thinking they don't want us to have our dominoes, Anders.
It's a cruel world that we're living in, Sumner. I don't know if we can get by.
I wonder sometimes. I wonder.
Dennis down here with the early Molotov to buy a little bit of time, and they've got Chris in the corner, so whatever flashbangs they throw at Dennis won't affect Chris, and they're not even throwing any flashbangs. They're shooting him in the face instead, but they don't check the corner and give up a kill there. Nice reaction from Pip, though, so not too much given away. That could have been horrifying, though. Godb gonna flash his way in, and the whole team just running into their site. I mean, if Dignitas had actually run back to B, then they would have caught them in a great position. Godb's gonna go down, though. Nico to fall in next, trapped in the corner. He picks up 1 kill, but only got 10 health left here. Very hard for him to win around like this one. Does take down AC, sprays again, but not gonna be dropping Schneider. It's a team ace once again for Dignitas here, and 15 to 14.
And so now, this is where Dignitas falter and we get the overtime.
You think so?
I know. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Chris has even abandoned the auto shotgun.
Yeah, he's gone for the AWP. That's it. He's bringing out the big guns. He says enough is enough. We let it get this far. We nearly had the comeback going on mousesports side. So now Dignitas, can they actually close this out, or will it be the prophesized OT? Boom, Chris.
Fantastic way to start, and the follow-up grenade there. Chris, instead of falling back, is going to go aggressive, and he actually hits the shot on Schneider. No scopes on him as well. Chris is on full carry mode here. It's now 3 kills for him. A quad kill turns around. He's going to get the ace. What a ridiculous round. Chris J absolutely saving mousesports. That just happened.
There you go, bud. You're welcome.
That he's even standing still for a moment, just wondering. I did just do that, didn't I?
Yeah, he gets the leg shot as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
6 shots, 5 kills. All of them hits.
Don't even know what to really say about that one.
That's you see. That's why he takes the op. He's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna use it like a shotgun. You know, and it works out perfectly. Just an upgraded version of the shotgun. Close quarters, and really like the specialist. I mean, that's like a glimmer of the old Chris J, because it was like him and JW that you would see be able to kind of go for those close quarters plays, right?
Yeah.
They would just be able to get these crazy flicks and just feel the game and be able to just line up those shots like that. And it's been a long time since we've seen Chris have rounds like that. So I'm glad. Please, Chris, more of that. More of that. And so we should be getting into the overtimes fairly soon here. It's MR10 or MR3 10K starting money.
Yeah.
And yeah. So now we have to see who's actually going to be able to survive this. Dignitas, get it 2-0, or mousesports. This is where I start to wonder about Dig. Cracks start to appear in the facade.
It could be. Certainly playing overtime is a little bit more stressful. You know, you realize, you know, you could have probably closed out the game and you didn't, just down to a couple of mistakes. I mean, it's maybe even hard to get too upset about what happened that last round from Dignitas' point of view. It's like, oh, he just killed all of us on his own at close range with the sniper rifle. So, you know, chances are that won't happen again.
In the 30th round of the map as well, like.
Because why not?
Because why not? Chris is so crazy.
Well, we are still waiting for the actual restart to come through before we go live with the game here, but so far it's been a bit of a crazy evening. You're right, Device had his own madness round from the plateau here earlier on.
It's not every day we get multiple aces as well. Because Nico had the ace earlier.
Yeah, it's true.
In a single map, each team has had at least 1 ace. That's not too shabby. Shows you what kind of raw fragging power there is on both of these teams. Well, as far as Dignitas are concerned, I mean, AC Pimp, everybody seems to be doing really well. Kjærby is struggling a little bit, but he seems to...
Yeah, he's at the bottom with MSL and Dennis on the other team. You know what this is, Samla? This is the look. This is the face of someone futilely trying to block the sun with a spear like an idiot. Just don't do that. It's not even blocking. It's not even blocking one eye.
Look at that.
He's got it all messed up. Chris is back to the auto shotgun over at A-Long for some reason, and this time he's got backup as well. He's got Dennis here to play decoy. He really wants this, but they're not quite moving close enough, so no kills happening yet. Trying to switch it up.
Let's see now. I mean, trying to switch it up, but again, Chris, Auto shoddy. It's just going to be a group up on Dignitas' part. Brute force, blunt effort, just go straight onto it. They have all the nades that they need for an execute if they want. They're a little light on flashes, but they have the Molotovs, they have the smokes, they have everything here to just be able to go out onto this site.
It's actually been so close to working. Even the rounds that they've done on this site that haven't worked, it's always been really close. So if they can just get the opening frag, and maybe especially if they can shut down Nico, that'd be a really good start. He's playing close here, and mousesports are more or less out of grenades. So now they're going to make their way in. AC playing close and spraying madly. Nico going to get one in return.
It's going to be Kjærby now. He brings it back, and there's the flank pimp. That's the thing, Nico not giving a target fast enough. He's kind of stuck, and Chris, he's going to be able to swap out for that M4, but he's looking to make a little bit of money here with the auto shotgun, and no joy this time. The tree actually saves Schneider's life.
Yeah. It's going to tie Nico and Pimp for kills, 30 each here. So, again, sort of an even, a little bit difference in deaths, but very, very close either way. 16-15 first round of the overtime going into Dignitas' favor. We're looking for the first team to 19 rounds in case anyone's confused about the format here. And also shotgun again.
It's the cheap option.
New meta game.
New meta for him, I guess. I guess if you're only going to play apartments, you might as well just have the shotgun. I mean,
we'll see.
It's kind of like well, I mean, you see some plateau players, JW for example, where they like to have the Swag 7 up close. Nice little pounce there by Schneider. He gets the backstab as well. Perfect opening up here onto the B site. And mousesports, yeah, they have to hold on to both of these guns. It's also key for Chris because he can kind of turn into the bank. If he actually gets a couple kills with the shotgun, that's true. $900 a frag. That makes a difference.
I mean, the obvious downside is that if you're just rotating into B to try and help out whatever is going on over there, then suddenly you're long range with the auto shoddy and things get a bit tricky.
True.
So I almost wish if he wanted to go for this that he bought like a 5.7 as a sidearm, just so that he could at least do something long range, or maybe a deagle, or really anything other than a USP. So I don't know. I'm not sold, but he might be able to get a kill here on an MSL, and that would be nice. Picks up an AK, and now he's actually got a 4,000. Yeah, 4,400. So he could drop for a friend, and they need that desperately.
Yeah, this is so valuable. Just going for the pre-fire, not going to peek. Yeah, that is so valuable. 6,300 now. And drop for a friend. Anders, we just saw an op ace from this guy. He's going to do it again. There you go. Problem solved. It's a force buy from mousesports.
I didn't even think of that strategy, but you're right. I mean, I'm worried. Why hasn't Godby just called this earlier? Chris.
Go ace. And he's even got the signature on his skin and everything. And they're going to go jumping right in. It's happening all over again, Anders. And MSL once again was leading with the bomb.
No goddamn way is it going to happen. He's going to get the mid-air shot, but this time they just overpower him. Dennis is here, though, with the auto shoddy almost picking up the kill. Godby is going to be helping out, but he goes down to Kjærby. And now it will be a 2 versus 2. Chris might have done enough with that double kill, though. Still very powerful stuff. Next up here with the deagle. Trying to see if he could find an opening, but the bomb is going to make its way onto the site. And they've got a Molotov on Kjærby. And there is a kit on Nico, and that's huge, obviously.
Gives him a little bit more time. He's got that AK as well. He spotted out the first man. So Kjærby now down to 20 HP, pinned. Molotov goes sailing out, and that's going to open it up. And there we go. AC going to work, picks up the first man. He's just going to be dancing on the edge. Now it's Nico in a 1v2. And he gets the first kill, turns it into that 1v1, trying to wrap around on AC, but he's making steps. He isn't getting the jump, and that's going to be it. The headshot for AC, the clutch, and an end to Nico's heroics.
Yeah, a bit of a misstep on him then. You know, those jumps, they're really giving away his position, and probably also, I mean, any kind of like rhythm or feeling you've got going into it, suddenly you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I can't even make it onto the ledge. What's going on here? You know, it's just a bit of a break in whatever rhythm you've got going on, so that's a bit of a shame. 18-15, 1 round for Dignitas, and they will make it out in overtime here. But otherwise, mousesports, they might be making their way back to double overtime. And all dreams of Dominoes are gone, Samler.
Food, period. I'm curious. 19. All right, well, obviously it's going to be the key round here, guys. And you have it clearly in front of you. MR10K, if you lose the first round of CT, you're just not going to have a whole lot of money left going into the remaining of these rounds. As you saw, mousesports forced to eco towards the end, well, in the last round of their CT side. So that's just what can happen here. And already mousesports a different approach. We saw Team Dignitas kind of just take the rounds by the throat and shake the life out of him, right? Go straight up on a plateau, go straight into underpass, be very aggressive. And right now from mousesports, we're seeing a totally different approach. A very slow, measured, paced, Nico on plateau, just going to be sitting there waiting for that opening.
Flash on out. Nico, you're right. He is very close by. And pacing himself, he's going to go for a bit of a peek here. Sprays and misses, but continues to spray. And Kjærbye with a good revive there, but still a bit interesting. Favorable trade for the terrorist side, but it's also Nico for AC, and they seem to really rely a lot on Nico, so we gotta worry a little bit about that.
I guess Chris has the op, so they have that going for him, mouz. But yeah, they just lost their heavy hitter. Paired up going towards plateau again. I mean, they're still waiting around. Next wasn't able to get that refrag. That was pretty key. If they could have taken out Kjærbye, there was a strong shot here from eSports, but now it's looking a little slim.
Dennis setting up for a smoke. That's probably going to land somewhere by the doorway. Indeed it will. So make life a little bit tough for Pimp, but it's obviously going to be a B execute this time around, which means Schneider's position back here is going to be crucial. We'll see if Kjærbye can distract him enough that Schneider can actually do some good work. Looking for the opening frag. Not going to happen. Schneider in the corner now. He's all on his own. Bomb is going down. Is he going to risk it? It is a big risk to peek out there, but he's going to get the headshot on one. That means Chris is gone from the plateau, and now it's a 3 versus 3 retake here. And this one might be for the round. Schneider going to get the kill. Still lurking in the background there. It's going to be Dennis now trying to fight from drop, but he's already been tagged up. Gob also dropping low, and they've got to be careful right here. Gob takes one, but now it's going to be all on Dennis. 1 versus 2, and he can't even stop the bomb from being defused. Flashbang goes and he has to commit, and MSL shots him down. Dignitas going to win the round here, and also the map 19-15 in overtime. So they remain unbeaten here so far.
Undefeated in this group. That's 3-0 now for them, whereas mousesports, that's 2-3 for mousesports. Mousesports have played a few more games, but they were tied 2-2. So
would you say they are unbowed, unbent, unbroken?
I knew it. I thought about it, but I was just like, you know what? He's going to go ahead and take it. I was just like,
you trusted me with it.
Yeah, I trusted you. You know.
Good stuff.
No worries.
How long do we have to wait before more Game of Thrones is released?
It's going to be, what, like spring next year, I guess? Somewhere around there? Yeah.
I'm very sad. It's very upsetting, actually.
I mean, well, we got a lot to look forward to, I guess. Star Wars.
Star Wars is coming out. It's true.
Mm-hmm. I can't think of anything else. All I think about it.
Half-Life 3 at some point.
Yeah. No.
No. All right.
It's never going to happen, Anders.
Well, if you guys just tuned in and thought, damn, I missed, all of this stuff here, then you can go and check up on everything. Obviously, go and check out theScore eSports. See the results right here, but generally, if you've missed anything during the day, then that's a good place to go and check it out. Download the app as well on iOS and Android. You do see all of it right there. So go and check that out. And is there anything else that we need? Obviously, we'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll also be back here on Thursday. So we've got 2 more days coming up. Tomorrow is a bit of a lighter day, as we do have Hellraisers, the new Hellraisers, what did I just say?
Hacktash.
I have no idea. Hashtag new Hellraisers. That's going to be a thing now, isn't it? I'm never going to skip that. Versus Dignitas, who have been playing really well.
Like, I don't know, is this a Looney Tunes thing?
I just given up.
Hacktash. Or FOR, I don't know how this works. Yeah, and then Thursday, I believe we have 1 game.
New Hellraisers, new Simple.
New Simple. That's which
Oscar
is,
in there, Stico.
What did they have to do to be able to get Simple back, right? Because then Simple, he was a stand-in for DreamHack, but then he went away immediately afterwards, and then Hellraisers decided to drop Adrian. Like, that's the thing. What I think is going on is that Adrian was making plays to become a leader, and I think it's shifted back over to like Angel and Kucher, it seems, and so Adrian may be not happy with that sort of scenario. And then Mo,
Simple saying, no leash on me, and just like went mad.
Yeah, full Hulk.
It could have been. Well, either way, guys, that's going to be the day for tomorrow. So a little bit later start, but still 2 really good games. Hope you guys will tune in for it here. It's been a real pleasure tonight, and I hope we see all of you tomorrow and on Thursday as well here for the ESL ESEA Pro League. Good night to all of you, and see you soon.